morning, our dear viewers. You're very welcome to this platform once again, The Women's Voice. My name is Anita Florence. I'm the today's moderator for this show. Today, we are discussing counseling once again, a continuation from the previous show, and let's call it part 2. I'm in studio, I'm with Madame Bagonza Rebecca, our dear counselor. Our dear counselor, Mrs. Bagonza Rebecca, who is going to review or give us a recap of the previous show for those who are not able to be with us. Becca, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, our dear moderator today, this morning, Florence. I'm indeed grateful to be once again hosted on this wonderful platform. As you already mentioned, my name is Bagoza Rebecca. For those who didn't I work with Women Rights Initiative as an assistant programs officer in charge of human rights, but specifically I'm stationed at Nyonga Women's Shelter. Thank you so much, Florence. Over to you, Florence.
Now, counseling is a wide topic. That's why today we've decided to engage in the conversation. Counseling is a wide topic. That's why today we decided to come back and engage in the conversation again. You know, people can talk, anyone can advise, but it takes a lot to be a counselor. Becca, can you please give us a review of what we had last time, the last show? Counseling, what it is.
Yeah, thank you so much, Florence. Yeah, for the purpose of making a recap and to remind those who are with us to pick them from where we stopped, and maybe for those who didn't move with us last time, yeah, we talked about we were about to talk about counseling, what anybody or any person needs to know about counseling. So we started by talking about what counseling is, as it is just a simple process where an individual or couples or a family meet with a trained profession counselor, to talk about issues. In most cases, we take them to be problems, but some people could be having issues. So when you're having any issue or any problem, please just you need to talk to someone. You need someone to talk to. From there, we talked about the different types of counseling, and which led us to the counseling process itself and what it entails, what is entailed in the counseling process. And from there, we also talked about the dimensions or the methods that we use, the different methods of counseling, the different methods of offering counseling services. Then we stopped by mentioning the underlying causes. We had gone as far as emotional stress or the underlying causes that may push someone into that situation to go to that level of requiring counseling. So maybe I think that is what I can talk about the previous session. That is as far as how we went. Thank you.
Thank you
Over
so
to you,
much.
Florence.
Thank you so much for that recap. You know, sometimes people think you should wait for the problem to grow big before you need for help, which is so wrong. However little something may be, you need to share. And I believe Okay, at home we may have the parents, we may have sisters, or we may have individuals whom we disclose to. But there reaches a moment when you need someone whom you can tell everything, who is not going to initially judge you. And I believe this needs a skill. Not everyone can be polished enough to talk to a person and the person takes it. Because someone may come when he or she is already tired, tired of the current environment, tired of everything, tired of the normal routine. And I believe counseling needs a skill. Could you please share with the viewers the skills a counselor should have?
Wow. Thank you so much, Florence. This is so interesting. Yeah, thank you. Exactly as you've just been explaining. Uh, yeah, a counselor. Well, so many people offer counseling in different ways. Just to pick a leaf from what we discussed the other time, we have our paternal aunties, and then maternal uncles. Sometimes they offer counseling, like in case of marriage, like in some preparing some young people that are getting ready for marriage. Then also, sometimes when you've lost someone, some people will come around you trying to comfort you, trying to counsel you. So, almost you find out that almost each and everyone is doing counseling, but how are we doing it? Which and what skills do we need? So we are here to discuss about brief about the different skills that may be required for an effective counselor. First and foremost, uh, a counselor must be genuine. A counselor must be genuine. You need to be genuine. This is a very important skill for a counselor to exhibit or to have, because it is part of us. It is what makes, it is base, it formulates the counseling. Because if you're not genuine, you to yourself, to your client, then that means whatever you're planning, or whatever you're putting on paper, whatever you're putting forward before your client may not really count. So you need to be genuine. You need to you need to be genuine in whatever you say, in whatever you do, how you do it, and each and everything. Also, uh, we have this other interesting thing. uh, in this language, in social work, we normally call it rapport. It may be, in short or in simple terms, it is friendship, that working relationship. You need to befriend this person, the client, or at Inyonga Women Shelter, or in our language, we use the at Inyonga Women Shelter. We are normally handling survivors of gender-based violence, so we call them survivors. So, in case of for you to yield effective results out of this client or survivor, you need first of all to establish that working relationship with the client or with the survivor, so that you can your session can be effective. You can be in position to yield positive results. Still about uh, this rapport, we need to see it healthy, not just establishing a working relationship for just eh, anyhow, but it has to be healthy, something real. It has to be genuine, it has to be healthy, it has to be practical in nature. Like you just don't befriend someone. Uh, like it has to be deep, come from the bottom of your heart. This relationship, so that even this person before you, the survivor or the client, can see it coming from the bottom of your heart, and can be in position to tell that this person is really identifying with me and is really willing to help me. The other the other skill, you also have to be non-judgmental. Yeah, as a counselor, you shouldn't be judgmental. In that, sometimes when we are doing our work, we are handling issues to do with our survivors, with our clients. Um, yeah, well, you have to be willing to be taking in each and everything, and you have to sound and look accepting whatever they tell you. So you don't judge this person. Like at one moment, oh no, you did bad. No, you shouldn't have done that. No, you have to let them, to give them the platform to explain and tell you each and everything that comes within themselves, because they have to be open, because they, before you, they've come to open up, they've come to breathe out whatever they've been keeping within inside themselves. So you need to give them that platform so that they can be in position to, yeah, to get a break. Then the other thing is, yeah, a counselor, you have to be, another skill, the most important one. We believe you have to be professional, the way you do your things. Sometimes we do, this is something to do with body language, the way you behave before the counselor, the way you handle your issues, uh, the way you present yourself. Yeah? So this is something also very important. If in case someone is to offer this service, you have to look and sound professional. You have to be knowledgeable, in other words. Knowledgeable, and you have to be in the know of whatever you want to do and whatever you're planning to do with this survivor. You must be having the direction, because you man, you handle the whole process. So you must be in position to direct the whole process. Where is this? How is this process moving? Where is it going? So you have to sound and look professional before the counselor. This is something still to do with the informative. Yeah, you as a counselor, you must exhibit that skill. You must be informed. If it is something to do with the legal issues, are you aware? Are you informed? Do you know what you're about to talk about? Uh, do you know the processes involved in whatever you're planning to bring on table? Yeah, so that is all to do with profession and being informative. Then also, um, we have one other thing to do with the confidentiality. Yeah, you must be you must be in position as the counselor. You must be in position to keep each and every issue that on your table and before you, to yourself, or between you and your client or survivor in this case. Yeah? Because sometimes us, they after establishing your rapport, maybe this person entrusts you so much, and you need to win their trust actually. Yeah? So you need to convince them, to talk to them, you build the rapport, you tell them, you don't judge them, you tell them whatever we are going to discuss, it is between me and you, and it will remain in this room, or on this desk, or in this specific place. So none of us, it won't go beyond this area. So this is how you'll be in position to win this person's audience, or else you may lose it all. So in a nutshell, these are the skills that I can be in position to mention at the moment. Oh, something else important about still the skills, you must be extremely observant, because when during these processes, um, the counseling process, you have to be, as a counselor, you must be in position to identify, observe the body language, the actions, the way someone is presenting herself before you. I mean, the survivor or the client. You have to be in position to interpret all the actions, the body language, the facial, the expressions, sit, the postures. All those count in a counseling process. So, as a professional counselor, you must be in position to identify all that and be in position to interpret it. Uh, so thank you so much. That is all I can say about the skills that a counselor, an effective counselor would require. Thank you so much. Over to you, Florence.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you for enlightening us on the skills of a counselor. People, don't worry. Don't feel ashamed to visit a counselor. No one will know it. Counselors keep secrets. You know, people have a say, counseling is for the weak. No, 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 no. We all pass through different things in different kinds of life. Not forgetting that at some point in life, we shall need the guidance, we shall need direction, we shall need the counseling, and we shall need advice. This will happen at every phase in life. It will happen when you're a baby, when you're at school, when you're grown up, when you're doing your careers, everything. Counseling is at every step. That's why we need these people in our lives. That's why we need these people in our lives, in our platforms, everywhere. At what point do I need this counseling? Most people call it a breaking point,
Hello?
but what I
Hello?
can say, don't wait for yourself to reach a breaking point. Don't wait to reach a breaking point before you meet a counselor. Don't wait to reach that point whereby things are not going well, you're not decisive, you're thinking that you're already depressed before you meet a counselor. So, our dear counselor, Mrs. Rebecca, the viewers or someone out there may say, at what point really do I need a counselor? At what stage in life do I need one? Over to
Ah,
you,
wow.
Rebecca.
Thank you so much. Can I call you Amita? I've
Our
loved
dear
your name, Amita.
viewers could
Okay.
indicate at what point do I really need one?
Thank you, Flores. Um, yeah, exactly as you've just explained. This is when they realize that maybe something has been affecting them. Maybe they needed to contact someone. Maybe they needed to present themselves, their lives before someone. However, uh, we have we can go through this very fast. Like take there are different scenarios or different situations that may require one to seek help or to 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 seek a profession for help. Take an example, like there are some people who take it for granted. Ah, I'm not sleeping today, tomorrow, the other day. It gets to 5 days or beyond. 5 days, beyond 5 days, 5 days or more is something uh, surely warranting. Huh? It is something so worrying. How can a normal person spend like that
And
long
not
time
sleep.
without resting? Yeah.
It's
So in
actually called
case you realize
insomnia.
you're going through, yeah, this is what I was coming to talk about. Yeah, if you realize you're going through this situation, just know you've gotten that situation, you developed insomnia, so you need, and it is not a normal situation for a normal human being. So just know you need to seek help. You need to meet someone, and in case your case is not to do with your it is not a mental disturbance. Yeah, you need to seek healthy remedies. Then also. Um, yeah, but I needed to add on some. There are some people who take it for granted. Like me, sometimes I cannot sleep, and they take it as something normal. Honestly, our dear viewers, if you're going through this situation, or if you happen to be knowing of someone who is facing this situation, just advise them, talk to them that they need to address their situation. Then also, there are some people there are different professions doing counseling in different fields. So the other thing, what we can talk about is there are those counselors that are specialized in talking to people with addictions that take different issues like Are you smoking? Are you drinking? You any kind of take any kind of addiction. So there are those professional experts that have specialized in offering such counseling. So in case you realize someone is having any kind of addiction, please advise them to seek help, or they should contact professionals to to seek help. Then there are these other people. If you lose someone, this is a very common situation to each and every one of us. You know how you feel whenever you've lost someone, or I don't think there is anyone in the world who has never tasted this.
Unexplainable
Yeah,
feeling.
most of us
Mm.
know the feeling. So this is why we sometimes find ourselves that this shouldn't go on for the rest of our lives, in our lives. So we should put an end to grieving. So in case you lose someone, at a certain point, you're supposed to regain, to come back to your normal life and normal activities, yeah, so that life can still go on. So in case you lose someone, and you find yourself like you're not coping up, just you need to seek help. You need someone to talk to. So you can seek help from a professional counselor or anybody. Find someone to talk to. The person whom you can be in position to tell you, oh, your inner secrets. Yeah, because professional counselors are friends. A friend whom you can meet from nowhere, but then they become a friend a friend in your lives. The other thing we can talk about is um, if you have a chronic or an acute illness. mm, Acute illness. Take an example. There are those people who've been bedridden for so long time. Then there are those
Mm.
have chronic illnesses. Take an example. I wouldn't have loved to mention all of them, but they are supposing you are diagnosed with the cancer. Sometimes some people run into shock. Those that have been diagnosed with HIV, sometimes some of them also run into shock. So you realize that such people need a response, need someone to talk to. Yeah. Mm. So you need someone to talk to. That's why they will normally advise them to. That's why their treatment is normally accompanied with counseling. Uh,
Rebecca, are you
then
there?
also there are these other people. Sometimes I don't know whether it has ever happened to you. I don't know how it happens with the viewers out there, but there are sometimes like most of us, at a certain point you find that you cannot you cannot control your emotions. Oh, yes. Thank you. We are very sorry to you, our viewers. We are indeed very sorry, but this is our this is our technology. Yeah, just to pick up from where I stopped, I was explaining something to do with some people in certain situations that can no longer prioritize what is important in their lives. Yeah, this is something that normally happens to us, to most of us, actually, including me. This is something that is common in our lives. Time comes, you're finding hard time. Can't take, you can't take decisions. You can't you can't think what works for you, what to do first, how to do it, what to do first. Yeah? You're like, your life is mixed up, full of confusion. So yeah, sometimes when you realize you're in such a situation, you need to seek help. Then also, there are some people who find themselves stressed. Uh, Stress is something that normally happens in our lives also. It is something
True.
that is normal into our lives. Yeah, some people keep pushing on, push until they they find themselves that they can't manage their stress. There is a there is something that maybe can bother you for 1 or 2 days, but now there is this other thing, this other issue that may keep bothering you for more than 2 days. Yeah, something can't get off your mind. You're like, yeah, every time you're about the same thing. You want to get an obstruction. No, it is still about the same thing. uh, so, like, if you realize you can no longer manage your stress, I would advise that it is high time you started seeking for a professional to help you. Then also, yeah, there are also other times uh, they are traumatizing. They are traumatizing horrific events. Take an example: war, floods, fire outbreaks, such things, massive killings, strikes. Yeah, there are some people who are not used to such. Actually, I shouldn't even mention that you getting used, because there is no way you can get used to a horrific event, because it is something that happens maybe beyond your expectation. So if
Traumatizing.
you, yeah, the trauma, yeah, it happens unexpectedly, and then it works on your brain, it works on your life, and you find yourself that this thing can't get off your mind. So that means, if you're in this traumatic situation, uh, after experiencing a horrific or a traumatizing event, is scaring, you're in fear, you're scared. So you need to seek help. I think, yeah, I think if I've not mentioned it all, yeah, there are some other issues that are, or situations that may require or may warrant someone to seek help. Thank you so much, and Florence, over to you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. That has been a wonderful, wonderful explanation. And I know you've given us, let me call it homework, to do a self check. Should all go back, write down what disturbs us already so that we can self check ourselves, what we've been passing through. That's if you've never met a counselor. I personally have never met one, and I'm now seeing the reason to meet one and talk to one on a one-on-one basis. But in Africa, let me generalize because at least I've met people from the various parts of Africa. We like trying. You'll tell someone, let's go to a counselor, this and this, and someone will say, "Ah, let me try." But what I think, you should go there with a full option, with a full heart. When you're going to complete all the sessions, if you have a problem, don't go while trying because I think you may not benefit. Put in all your effort, put in everything you can, because at the end of the day, we need you alive. We need you coping up. We need you, your kids need you. That's if you have children. Your family loves you so much. So these things of trying, if I'm meant to do something, let's put in our all. So before we close the show, I'd like Madame Rebecca to briefly, because I know she has handled very many cases, she has handled survivors, she has talked to very many people in every age bracket actually. The young, the middle age, the old people, they've all passed through her hands. And I think she has got feedback from them. She has seen progress. And I would like her to give us, briefly tell us how counseling helps.
Thank you so much, Florence. Briefly, before I talk about how this helps, yeah, I talked about some to take you back a bit. I talked about when does someone need counseling, but there are some effects that go with someone who is in such situations. Like if someone is overstressed, someone goes into depression, addiction, you know, the outcomes of all that,
Hmm.
like unwanted pregnancies,
Some even die.
suicidal tendencies. Some of them commit suicide. Some of us get miscarriages. Some of us lose appetite. Some of there are hell. There are so many endless effects that come with if someone is in such a situation and doesn't seek help. We've seen some people who've got mental mental effects because of not seeking help. But it comes in a simple way. Then after some time, if you don't seek help, then it uh, it uh, it accelerates into something into else that
Hmm.
may not be in position to heal. So, how does counseling help such a situation? Yeah, after mentioning all that, we realize that because we've got a hell of issues, counseling is used to deal with a broad range of issues and problems that you may be facing. It can help you deal with stress, uh, provide treatment for anxiety, and treatment for depression. Because the only thing that someone in such a situation that can help someone in such a situation is counseling, is getting someone, a friend, a person to talk to that can understand you, that you can be in position to tell your problems, your issues, so that you can be open up and empty your brain, empty yourself before this person, so that maybe they can be in position to get a start to helping you. So in case you have stress, anxiety, depression, you need that treatment. By the way, counseling is a treatment for those who didn't know. Some people take it for granted. They hear the word counseling, but it is a
Hmm.
treatment in one way or another. Then,
Mental.
yeah, so the counseling can also provide you with an opportunity to set new goals. For those people that find themselves in situations in a situation at a point where you're not decided, you can't set your goals, you can't prioritize, you don't know what to do first, what to do next, how to do it, where. So you can talk to someone, then you can maybe put up your list. This person can help you make a very right decision, or to set a
Hmm.
goal, or to make a good decision. Then also, then counseling also provides mm, a safe, a safe and private place, because counseling doesn't take place on the streets or in a noisy place or anywhere on the street. It is a safe environment where this session takes place, where this treatment takes place. Uh, it is a safe place, private and safe, so confidential. So this counseling helps us, in other words, to give us that, to enable us get that person, that space, that time to talk to someone, which helps us so much because, in short, you've gotten someone to talk to, a friend, because during this process we establish rapport, which helps us to find someone new in our lives, someone uh, who will be so close to you that they can't let your secrets out, they can't let your issues out of there, out of the team. They will keep your issues. Then also, someone who you, because when you're doing counseling, a professional counselor must be empathetic. You have to be in position to identify with someone, to feel together, to identify with someone's feeling, to try and where somebody's feeling. You don't take it, but you put it on. You can try to put it on. So if you find someone who can help you to carry your luggage to a certain level, I think this is a very big relief. So we only do this. We can only find these people when we find a counselor. So this is also one way how a counselor um, helps. How counseling helps an individual to 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 cope up with their situations. Then counseling, we get friends because if someone is working with you, of course this is a friend. Um, we get relief. You get relief when you're receiving counseling. That is a relief. I've already told you it is treatment. Mm. Yeah, because there are problems. But most importantly, this finding this person whom you can be in position to open up to, identifying that person. Because in most cases, there are some people you can't find this space. They don't have your time. They don't know how to keep your secrets. But a professional counselor will help you to keep your secrets, to feel safe, to feel to cope with the situation. So in short, I think this is what I can talk about. Um, how counseling helps,
Helps
because
us.
because you really find a network which can help you, because this is now marks the beginning of opening up and finding and knowing that there are people out who are willing to stand with you and identify with you. So I think that is also good to us in a way of how counseling helps us. Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you
and
so much, Rebecca. Thank you for everything. And before we close the show, I'd like to our dear viewers to pass out one information. There is a tendency of people telling us to be strong when passing through a certain hardship. My dear, no, don't be strong. Ask for help. Someone will come and tell you, if so and so pass through the same and manage to come out of it, you can also. Yes, I can also pass through it. But how did that person pass through it? Did she talk to someone? Because I might not know what that person used to pass through the same situation I'm passing through. So never be strong. Ask for help when you feel you need it. I know the body communicates. It will always know when something is not right. And lastly, counseling is not for the weak, it's for everyone. Thank you so much, our dear viewers. We are always humbled to have you here. And Madam Rebecca, we are looking forward to having you again. It will be part 3 of the counseling session. Till next
bye.
time, bye.